Welcome, everybody, to the first virtual meeting of the Boston Chapter. We've got a very special guest this evening, Luis Tiant, and I'm going to introduce Saul Wisnia now to introduce Luis in turn, talk about the book that they worked on together, and then take questions and answers from you all. If you can keep muted and leave your videos off for the next half hour or so, we'll try to go through it all. We can run a little past 8 o'clock Eastern, especially because we're late getting underway, and there'll be time for questions and answers. If you've got a question, the best way to communicate it is to put it in the chat, and we'll try to pick it up from there. I'll gather those questions and then put them to Saul. So I'm going to stop talking now. Saul, you take over.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for your patience. Welcome to our evening with the great Luis Tiant. As Bill mentioned, I was honored to work on Luis' autobiography with him, Son of Havana, Journey from Cuba to the Big Leagues and Back. And the reason we chose tonight to have this event is because this is the 45th anniversary of what I think is a quintessential Luis Tiant game. 163 pitch win over the Cincinnati Reds in the 1975 World Series, Game 4. So I thought, Luis, if you wanted, this would be a great way to start tonight. Just share us some of your memories of that game and just, you know, what it took to get through 163 pitches against the Big Red Machine.
Yeah, I mean, I did that before. That's nothing. A big deal for us, you know. That's what we used to do all those years.
What,
we want to start the game, we want to start in the game, and we want to finish. We don't care how many pitches we throw or how many innings we pitch. You know, I throw 210 pitches before, 190, 200. Yeah, that's what we used to do. You know, completely different now, but that's what it was. You know, and that game, that was a key game for us because they give us the chance to coming back to Boston.
Right.
But we're losing that game. We're not coming back to Boston. You know, you have to do what you have to do, and it was my part of the game. I had to hold them down, and I had to try to beat them, and that's what I did. No matter how many pitches they take me, you know, a big deal. And I think when you go to that situation in the season, you know, you play 162 games, then you go to a playoff, and then you do a World Series. I don't care what anybody says, your body tired, and you can see physically and mentally you tired. You have to be too many games, too many flights, and you can see most of the World Series. Who is the guy that do better job? The guy don't play every day,
right?
And the guy have a name. The guy have a name. Then maybe they want to do a little bit too much of what they used to do during the regular season, and then they know. And I just said, you know, I had to do what I had to do, and. Hopefully, you know, I can win, I can hold it.
Yeah.
And on the situations in the game, you know, they had me in second base 2 hours, get out of the inning, the 7, and the 8, and
the 9.
And then that's why Daryl Johnson coming to the mound, you know, and Fish, you know, all the guy before Johnson coming to the mound, right to the mound, all the infield was there. And we talked, and Fish was first. And Fish told me, what are you doing? He knows he's going to take you out of the game. What he coming here for? I said, that's what I want to know.
Yeah. I think that when they made the World Series video, they bleeped out what you said to Daryl Johnson.
They beep every word I said.
Yeah.
I tell him, you know, they don't want to take me out. Then he come and he asked me, how you feel? I said, why do you care? Just come back over there. You don't have to take me out of here. I'm going to finish my game. And then go and Joe Morgan, he just passed away. Well, was the last year. We finished the game. You know,
Yeah.
and we did.
We're starting to lose you a
know,
little bit, Louis. I don't know if you can like somehow move to a. We're having a little trouble hearing you at this point, I think.
Yeah.
But that game, as you said, so many guys left on base. 12 men, I think they left on base. 6 or 7 in the last 3 innings, or 8. One of the questions that people sent in to us before was, "What's your favorite game?" And I'm wondering was it possibly Game 1 of the World Series when you shut out the Reds and you had your parents there and your kids and Maria, and of course you started the game-winning rally with a single.
Yep. Yeah, that was the best part of my baseball career. You know, all the years I played, even my first game, you know, you have to take in your first game when I pitch against the Yankees, and I check them out too. You know, they give you the opportunity and the confidence. And you can be in the big league, and you can do the job, and you can pitch in the big league, and that's a good remedy for you, you know, because they're pushing your confidence way up, and they give you the opportunity, and the manager start getting confident. They say, hey, you know, you can win, and that's what, you know, that's what happened in my first game. But in the World Series first game, you know, see my mom and dad, and I never thought I'm gonna see him again. You know, he never see me pitch. Then he come in and see me pitch in the World Series. You know, I think it was the max. I got my wife and my kid, all my family in there, and I think it was great. It was a great moment for me in my baseball career, all those years.
Yeah, it was it was incredible. And I know your dad, having of course been a great pitcher himself, who was denied the chance to play in the major leagues because of his color, made it even more special, right?
Yep. And well, you know, I mean, he going through a lot of stuff. Like I go less than him. You know, I get lucky. By the time we can play, they give a chance us to play in the major league. But when he played, he played 25 years in the Negro League with the New York Cubans. And when I used to go play winter ball, you know, the coaches and some of the managers, he play with my father, play against my father. And then they used to tell me, you know, you good, but your father was better. And, you know, all they told me. Even I tell you, I Luke Houston, Harvey Dovey, what is the guy that pitcher for the Dodgers?
Oh, Don Newcomb. Yeah, Don Newcomb.
I know, I mean, Don Newcomb. Every place I see, he coming, we talk, he talking about my father, how you know how great he was, and you know, it make you feel good because at least nobody say anything bad about my dad, and that's a good thing, you know. But he never had an opportunity I have in life, and I think he was wrong, but that's what it was. Nothing you can do about it. And then, you know, when I coming in, and I remember the first game when I pitched in the first game against the Yankees, when they interviewed me, I told them, the sport writers, I said, you know, I'm here for stay, and the chance that my father never had, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna put in the name of my father and myself in the top. That's what I told him. And thank God they gave me that opportunity and give me that chance to prove what we can do. You know, and it was great. You know, it was. You know, I mean, I enjoy all those years I play. I love play baseball. I mean, I tell you, even they pay me, I pitch, play because that's what I like. When you was a kid, that's what you dream. And I was lucky enough to fulfill my dream. You know, not too many people can say that in lifetime.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I know how I don't complain about baseball. The guy say baseball been very, very good to me. It's still good. You know, now I don't play. I still with the organization from 2002. They give me a favor to bring me here. Don Duquette, bring me here. you know, and then Mr. Henry and Mcconnell, all those guys, they buy the team, and I stay with the team. And they've been great to me. You know, I can't find no better honest than that, because when I play, I don't have no good honest. You know, I know what's good.
Haywood and Buddy were tough.
Who?
Haywood and Buddy were tough to work for, huh? Yeah.
I mean, it were, you know, sorry, when they bring me up in 1971, he go to, what is the town, where the
Pawtucket or
Baltimore,
Richmond? Yeah.
no. I was in Richmond. But I play again Baltimore. We played in Baltimore. And then I preach in the first game, and Santiago preached in the second game. I checked him out, and he coming after the game to the clubhouse. And he told me, "Are you ready?" I said, "I've been ready all my life." You know. He said, "Okay, you're gonna go to a big league." And I had to fly back to Louisville, you know, and I think picking all my stuff and everything, and then I flew back to Boston. And you know, it was it, you know. I mean, when everybody thinking, or they put me in the ground, 7 feet on the ground, and not coming back. And I told him Fisk when I was down there. I tell him Pedro Ramos, he was with me in Richmond. And I told him, I'm coming back, you know, and then, because that was my mentality. That was the way I think. I never was afraid of anything. I believe in myself, and I a leader. I know I follow. I know what I can do. Nobody can tell me anything. That's what they used to tell me. Oh, I don't think you can do this. I don't think you're going to do that. They even signed me to come into the United States because the way I used to throw, they say I'm not going to pitch in too long. I'm going to get hurt. And look at what happened. I played 25 years.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you about the delivery. It's a great story about that first time that you unveiled the full El Tiante delivery, and you really amazed the whole ballpark, including your own catcher. Can you tell that story about you, Carlton Fisk, and the guy at the plate?
Oh, we played that game. We played against Cleveland, Boston, and Sonny Seaver. He's supposed to pitch in that night. He come in sick. He got fever. He got cold. Eddie Casco, my friend, that's the one they give me the chance to stay here. Okay, he's the one that talked to the team to keep me here for next year. And he asked me, he come into my look, are you ready? You can play. You ready? I'm ready all my life. Just give me the ball. And I go and I start the game, you know, and then in the 7th inning, I got the hit and 2 strike, no ball. And then coming to my mind, nobody told me anything to do this or do that, you know. I just come into my mind, and I said, I want to try this and see how it works. You know, and then I look in the center field, I look in the sky, and then I throw side down, a slide. And I saw the guy, the eyes big, they're moving from the home plate. He was even close to the home plate. And boy, right in the middle, tried 3. Then he asked Fisk, what is that? And then Fisk said, this is a new pitch. Are you kidding?
New to me too.
Yeah, this is a new pitch. And then Fisk go to the mound and say, hey man, what is that? I just tried him. I just tried that and see. And then from that point on, you know, I still practice, see where point release, where I can throw more strike, where I can, you know, make him pitch the way I want or close to what I wanted. And, you know, and you know, I won 172 games after that. I think it worked for me.
Yep.
You know, and
I think Roger Angel wrote that great story about you where all the funny pitches, names he made up for your pitches, like Call the Osteopath and, you know, the low-flying plane and all that. And I know people felt when they were at Fenway, like you looked at every single person in the ballpark before you delivered the pitch.
That's what they used to say. That's what they used to say. But I enjoy it. I enjoy pitch, and I enjoy compete. See, I learned how to compete. Like I say, I don't afraid nobody because the guy hit a home run, the guy do this. I don't care, you know. Like I used to say, oh yeah, well, he's a fastball hitter. Okay, maybe he's somebody else fastball, but maybe he can hit mine. And depending where you throw the ball, that's the key about pitching. Control, no throw hard. Yeah, that's the mentality they got now. Everything you hear, 100, 105. No, how many out he can get? Okay, he can win. Then I prove you prove me you can pitch, but you can throw 105. You can get nobody out. I don't gonna do any good. And you're looking the best pitcher now, the one that win, the guy know how to pitch. You know,
Right.
but the other one, yeah, throw 100. But
Look at Greinke last night.
Yeah.
You know,
And the problem is that you have to know the guy from Schaefer, the guy from the Washington, both guys, the two guys from the Dodgers, the two guys from the Mets. You know, those guys can pitch. That's why they consistently being a winner, and they're gonna win. And you look at the records behind, you know, what do you call it now? What is the name? The guy from Atlanta, both of them, all three, small.
Which guy?
What is left-hander from Boston, from Massachusetts. He wins the game, whatever. They all three in the Hall of Fame. You know, and I think the best, the one that throw better was the right-hander. He coming a reliever and then starting.
Smoltz.
Smoltz, yeah, Smoltz, right.
Smoltz.
Right, Glavine and Smoltz, those guys, you're right.
He got
Right.
a decent first, went through 95, 96. But the other guy, I don't think.
Maddox, too. Yeah.
Maddox throw 89, but he know how to pitch, and that's why he get people out. And the other one, they throw the screwball,
Yeah.
and get the guys out. And that's what it is. You know, now, you don't have to have a super first ball. You just have to learn how to throw the ball around the play. That's what the play have a four corners. Okay, yep. You have to prepare the hitter. You have to learn how to prepare a hitter. You know, how are you gonna do that? You have to use your brains. Yeah, they're thinking right now, they tell everything to the pitcher. You know, you can do that. You have to learn it. That's the only way you're gonna get better. With your ability and your mentality. You're not gonna get better with computer. Computer not gonna teach you how to pitch. Okay? And this is what they're thinking, that's what they're doing, you know. And I've been telling that for the last 10 years. But nobody listen to you. They keep doing whatever they want to do. I don't know nobody, I guess, telling anybody what to do, you know. But when they ask me, I tell them, you know. And, you have to learn it. You learning to play the game on the field, not on the computer. Because one thing I tell you before is, who make the computer? The human.
Yeah.
A man or a woman, all this stuff they have in the computer, a human being pulling me. Now you're gonna tell them you're gonna do what they tell you? No. You have to do your own. That's how you're gonna be better, and that's how you're gonna be successful.
Louis, let me ask you about 1968. Somebody else sent a question in about this. You had a 1.60 ERA, which I believe this year was the first time an American leaguer came close to that. Trevor Bauer, and of course he needed a 60-game season to do it. Somebody asked about what your defense was like that year in Cleveland, or whether you were just blowing people away.
Maybe the best, the worst. But I don't like anybody down because we all try. You know, and I tell you, I have a lot of fun in the team. We have fun because you're going to start the game if you don't know we win or lose. everybody talk, everybody making jokes, you know, and that's good. That's what baseball is. Have fun. You know, life or death. You have to have fun in the game. That's how you're going to play better. But we don't have that talent in the team because you know what the team used to do. They used to bring in the players around. The other team don't want it, you know, and that's a problem with that. You know, you don't really bringing any player. They really quality players. They're bringing the guy nobody else wanted. They bring him on, and that's a problem with them. And I have that problem with Gaypo. I told him, we sit down and talking about my contract. I told him, oh, I win so many games. That's the year before, okay, 67. I win 12 games, I think 12 and 5. But I should win 20 games. Every year I was there to win 20 games. But we don't have the hitting. We're not making dollar plays. You know, and the problem is that no matter how good you are, you need the guys behind you. Okay, they make a play for you, they do the thing, making run for you, and that way you have it to win the game, you know. And that's what happened in 68. 68, every time I go in to start the game, I'm thinking about how to check the other thing out. Check them out. No, don't give it no run. That's the only chance I might have it to win the game. I might can win 1-0. Okay, and that's what mentality. Oh yeah. You know, and I don't have no chance. I don't give you no chance. You give me a chance, and I beat you, because that's the way I was all my year. And like I said, I never nobody intimidate me, or like if people say who is the best hitter, who hit you. It don't matter. But you know what matter? They hit me, but I can get them out. See, and that's the key about pitching. You're not going to dominate everybody. Somebody going to shoot, but you have to get him out too. You can get that guy hit you all the time, because I don't think it's a fun way to be. Every time you face it, they're going to hit you. That's no fun, you know. And you have to learn how to get him out. And that's what I did that year. You know, I mean, I know I don't have a good team behind me, but I had to do what I can do with my ability, you know, and you go after the hitter, I don't care who hit, go after it. And I tell you what, that year, when McLean win 31 games, Freehan.
Yeah, Bill Freehan, right. Yep.
I was in the back cage around the home plate, and he was there looking us play, sitting. He started talking to me, and he said to me, if McLean win 31 games, you win 40. You know, he said that to me. And you know, he was the prime catcher of McLean. You know, and he telling you that means something. You know, I make you feel good. But, you know, and I just do my thing. I do my job. And I do what I can do the best way I could. And I don't have no problem with that. You know, that somebody told me, well, you should be a Cy Young, you should do that. But, you know, he won 31 games. Yeah. That don't happen for a long time in the game.
Right. Dizzy Dean. Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't even finish second that year. They put me a third.
Who was second?
Okay? For the Cy Young. I don't know what the second.
68, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe Dave McNally or Jim Palmer. I don't know.
I don't know. Nobody pitched better than me that year.
I agree. Actually,
Except Gibson.
Bob Gibson, right. Now, I was going to ask you about Gibson. I want to open it up to questions from the other folks in a minute, but another Hall of Famer we lost recently was Bob Gibson. And you were just telling me the other day that you faced him in the minors and in winter ball, right?
Yeah, in winter ball in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I was playing Cagua. He played for Santurce. Yeah. He was tough. I love him. I love him. I used to watching him pitching. I liked it the way he coming by the game. You know, he don't take No, nothing. He go and go pitch you. He had to hit you, and it was tough, man. Tough pitching, man. I think the more comparative pitch I've seen so far, my time. Okay.
But it's interesting. You guys were like total opposites. I mean, you were both great pitchers, but you were so fun-loving with your opponents and with your teammates, and Gibby was like just
yeah.
the meanest dude out there.
I think they wanted you to hate him.
Right.
He do things. He not talking when he pitches. He go walking and walking to you in the home plate and looking at you mean. That's what he was, right? And I mean, he was good, and it worked for him. Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't need to do that. What I did, it worked for me, And, it was a different way, but I do what I did, and he did what he did. And the thing is, in this business, what will work for you. And that's what you have to comment about. You have to do what you work for you. You don't have to look at nobody. You don't have to copy nobody. You are you against everybody. And that's the way I used to go to the mound every day. Every time I go, every 4 days. That's what I say. If they give me a chance, I beat it. And I remember coming from the bullpen in Boston. And I come into the dugout. I come in with my jacket and stuff, and my towel. I sit down, pull my jacket, and as soon as I get there, I told the player, give me one today. Give me one run. That's all I need. I go over there and check him out. Sometimes I come and give me 4. Give me 4,
Yeah.
Maybe I give you 1, 2, but I still wait for 2, and that's it was the way I was, we are different. You can compare each other, we all have a different things in common. In life, the way you do things, that work for you, that's what you do. But I don't have to copy nobody. I never copy nobody. I don't think nobody should copy nobody. You do what you have to do, and you have to find in yourself what you can do with your life, with yourself. And when you do that, you're gonna do good in life, whatever you do, And that's what I did.
Well, you did it better than most, and I know you made a lot of us, just so happy and proud to be Red Sox fans when you were out on the mound. Bill, if you want to open it up to everybody.
Yeah, we've got a few questions that have come in on the chat.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Here's one that's kind of, I don't know, I'm saying out of left field, but it's a little different question. Louis, one of the participants wanted to know the influence your mother had on your career.
Well, I did what I did because of her. Because, my father don't want me to play baseball. He wanted me to go to school, okay? And I was selected to go to the juvenile World Series in Mexico City in 1957. And my father don't want me to go. He said, no, you're not gonna go nowhere. You go to school, you stay in the school, you're not gonna go nowhere. My mother standing in the front and fight with him. I'm telling him, hey, look, that thing don't happen all the time. Let the kid go. What's the difference? You can go over there for a week or 10 days, let it go. And then finally, they say, okay, and I go to Mexico, I'm pitching the juvenile, and I pitching good too, pitching good. We should win the World Series over there. But the umpire, forget it, they mix him up. And then when I come back, his friends start telling him, hey, you better go see your kid. He's good. And then what I used to do, I remember the ballpark we played was quite open. Then when you're looking straight that way, behind this the bus stop. And then I was pitching, I was in the mound, I was looking the sign, but I look and I see he get out of the bus. And then he stayed behind the car. He even coming to the bar. he stayed over there across the street behind the car. But I saw him. Then I win the game. I throw shit out. Then when I finish, he walking across the street and come and check in my hand. Oh, nice going. You're pitching good. And then from that point, he started talking to me, started telling me, he's saying how to do, how you moving the ball, how to do this, you know. And after that, you know, it was good. You know, we don't have no problem with that. You know, he let me play. I go play every weekend. We play on Sunday, mostly Sunday, the juvenile.
But he stayed behind the column, right? He still never
Yeah.
came into the ballpark. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there was another family question. If Daniel or Danny, if you're on, one of the participants wanted to know what kind of dad Louis was. Just to put you on the spot. You know.
Actually, he was very laid back. I mean, he's tough. He always. I wanted to play baseball, so my dream was to follow my dad and my grandfather's footsteps. And but his biggest thing with me was just, and all of us, was go to school, get your degree, get your education. That was the most important thing. But he was overall, he was laid back. If he ever threatened to, you know, hit me with a spoon or something, I would just laugh. But my mom was the tough one of the two. She was
That's what your dad told me last night. He said the exact same thing.
she was the one you did not want to upset. You know, my dad, if he got upset, it was just for a second or two. But as a dad, he's look, nobody's perfect. He has his good times, his moments. You know, he's been very good with us. He's provided for us. He was able to, you know, guide me through my career in baseball and what I do now. And, you know, till this day, the one thing that stands with me is the hardest, the longest hug I ever got from him was when I graduated from college.
Your mother was a ball player too, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you got to tell us how they met. That's a great. Louis, you want to tell us how you and Maria
Dad can
met?
tell you that.
Oh, you can tell it too, Danny. Either one.
No, he can tell you that one because his is nicer. I know. He makes it seem like my mother would like them a lot, but she didn't at first. But he doesn't. He leaves that out.
Well, we got a quote in the book. We got a quote in the book where she says she thought he was crazy. So don't worry, it's on the record. Yeah. But
basically, go ahead, Dad. You can tell the story.
Yeah, you know, I was with friends. I used to go to their house, and you know, they good. A lot of the Cuban guys and players, they used to go to the house, and there were two seats, and one play over there in the same team, in the Social Security team, which used to working for the doctor in the office, you know, and then they invite me. Why you not go to the game? I said, okay, I go. Yeah, I sit down this time, and she plays center field. And then she coming from the center field, and I looking.
all right,
You
Louis,
know,
right, there we go. See you there?
Yeah, I try to kiss her, and she looking at me. You know, and I try to kiss, but she keep going inside the dugout. Then when she come out, she looking, and I throw another kiss. And then she go back to the center field, and then they went over. I don't see. And then about 10 days after, my friends, her friends, they have a party in their house. And they invite me to go to the party. And then the last thing, you know, I danced with her all night. I don't let nobody dance with her. You know, then she go, I go, and then I go sit in the office where she used to work and stuff. That was in 1960. Then I come back to the season, I come back to Cuba, and I play Nicaragua winter ball. So I played for 61. And then in 61, after Bay Peak, I come back to Mexico. About a month and a half after. That's when they opened the flight. They canceled. Then I come back. It was like a month and a half after the season started. And I go and I stay in Mexico. I finish. I think I win 20 games and lose in 3. And then August, we married August 12. I think about a month before we talk, I told him, you know, I'm gonna go to the house. I'm gonna talk to the brother because the brother was tough. And the mother, it was tough. And then I said, okay. And I bring a friend of mine with me. I don't go by myself, just in case. And I go and ask him.
You need a witness. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to marry her. And they're looking at me, you know, like I don't know if they look at me like I'm crazy or should I be, you know, should I be serious? I'm gonna do. I said, no, I'm fine. I want to marry her. Then I was 12. We married in 1962. You know, and that's when I come into the United States. That winter I was playing winter ball in Puerto Rico with Cow. That's what Cleveland by my contract. You know, and after that it was a history. You know, we've been married 59 years.
That's great.
And I think that's the best thing they got do for me.
Mhm.
You know, find my wife. And that's the best wife I find, the best woman. You know, she's the best mother, the best wife. You know, and she helped me a lot in my career. Like I said, a lot of times I don't want to go places. Yeah. And she made me go. She told me, no, you go and you show the people what you do. I take care of the kids. And then she did it all those years, you know. And that was a great thing. And the thing was, like I said, what God put him in your hand, that's what's going to happen, you know. See, I come into the United States, signing, when I signed it to Mexico, you know, because they don't want me here, the way I throw, the scout don't want to sign me. See, I come into the United States in that year, I never met my wife. You know, I go to Mexico, bang, that happened. You know, and it was the best thing that happened for me, you know, and we stayed together now, 59 years. That's a long time. And,
That's great.
That's a great thing, you know. I got the kid, she take care of the kid, you know, and that really, I'm lucky. I've been lucky in that way. I'm lucky, you know, lucky the guy give me opportunity to do what I did in baseball and finding the best woman I could find in my life, you know. And that to me, that's a great thing, you know. Like I said, that time, great thing happened to you. You know, you don't know, you don't expect, but it happened, you know.
Here's a question from Bob. Who was your favorite manager to play for, and who was your favorite pitching coach to work with?
The best manager I played for was Eddie Castro. I mean, I don't only on the field, but because he was a great man, good person. I love him to death because he is the one that gave me opportunity to do what I did. You know, and I tell you all the time, his wife too. They used to tell me anything you need, you want to, we take care of your baby, your kid, you let me know. You know, no, nobody do that for me. Any manager I play for do that for me. Plus, they keep me here, and that's why I played so many years in Boston and did what I did. And I said, come back from the tomb to do what I do. And to me, I never gonna forget him. I know he passed away, everything, but he really, I got him in the bottom of my heart because He was a good person, and funny. He was funny, you know. Every time he says some jokes and things, keeping you loose, and that's the way I guess we should be. And pitching coach, I think Stan Williams was the best I have, and the one I have in Cleveland, he was good too. You know, I was in '68. Jack, Jack, he used to pitch for the Giants.
Oh, Jack Sanford. Jack Sanford.
Yeah, yeah. Forget it, boy. He wasn't the top of me all the time. And we go play golf. We do a lot of things. We get together. We talk. And he treated me like I was his kid. You know, treat me good. He showed me a lot of respect. And, I know I talked to his son because his son making a book about him. And I told him, you know, he was a great man. And that's the two guys. I know Stan Williams, my brother is still my brother, you know. And I come back to the big league, to Richmond, to Atlanta, you know, because of him and Ron Peranowski.
Right.
They're talking to the scout. He used to play for the Dodgers with him. And he come in the scout the Atlanta. And,
Yeah, Sid Roebuck. Was that Sid Roebuck?
Yeah. They're talking, you know, I was there. Minnesota just released me. He says, I'll be on the team, manager the team, whatever. I sign him right now. And then, you know, the problem was they released me the last day of the season. You know, that day they finish the spring training and then they go away. You know, and I don't have no chance to go to anybody. And then they talked to him, and then I had to go to AAA to Richmond. They belong to the Atlanta and those years, you know. But I signed it for 1 month. I told them 1 month, you know, you guys don't bring me back up. I wanted my release. And I was playing, man. I was pitching pretty good. I am coming back, everything. Then we play again Louisville. That's the day. It was my last day. Okay, and Clark King, who used to be the manager for us.
Braves.
Clark King told me, I want you to stay here. I'm gonna call in Atlanta. I want you to stay here. But I already was talking to Lee Stein.
Darryl Johnson.
Darryl Johnson. Yeah, and then they want to sign me. They said, oh, okay, because Pedro Ramos, he was with us in Richmond. They talked to him, and they want to sign me. And then I say, okay. Then I told him, King, I said, okay, we're meeting tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning in the restaurant. And I have breakfast, and you tell me what's going on. If you not be there at 9 o'clock, I go and sign it with him. He never show up. Maybe they don't want me over there, the big team. And I signed him with Louisville. Then in 20 days, I was back in the big league. You know.
I'm sure he was kicking himself for years after that. Bad move, Clyde King. Yeah. Bill, were there any other questions that came in? Oh, sorry.
There's a couple others. One person, I think it was the same person, specifically wanted to know what it was like playing for Alvin Dork.
Oh, right. Known to be not the nicest guy to men of color, right?
No, really, no.
You don't have to go on if you don't want to.
It was hard on us. You know, it was hard on us. And you know that they have a reputation when it was with the Giants. You know, they were racist. And, you know, the problem was I have a big argument with him one day in '69. 68. I like having fun. I go to the clubhouse every day and we joke with everybody. The guys get together, we got a group and we laughing and do everything. And that's what I tell you about Cleveland. If we win or lose, we don't know because we have a fun every day and talk and get together. And when we get in a group and thing, he used to come into and listen what I say, what I do, all the stuff, laughing and stuff. Because I was winning. And we finished 69, 58. And then 69, I don't have a good year because I don't have a good team. They don't let me play winter ball in the beginning. I told him I want to play winter. And then he said, no, we're going to pay you and you go back to Mexico. You stay in Mexico. I said, look, I told him and I told him, okay, I can't fall down, stay and break my neck. Okay, or they can't hit me and kill me. What's the difference making? I can hurt anytime. You can get hurt anytime. We don't know. That's what I do with my life. Let me go pitching. No. But I go, I don't pitch in that one. Then when I come back, in spring training, I have a kind of pain in my shoulder. And then, I start the season, everything, but I know what's the same. Because all those years, for 22 years, I played winter ball.
It's really amazing when you think about those years. I think in '64, including winter ball, minors and majors, you won 30 games and pitched about 350 innings. I mean, just, unbelievable. And it wasn't just the rookies and the young guys. I mean, Roberto Clemente was over there, Willie Mays. I mean, all the greats, Hank Aaron, they all played winter ball.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Everybody played, but we don't make enough money. It's a problem.
Right, you need the money. Yeah.
And that's what the biggest problem, when I signed my first contract, I win 15-1 in AAA. When I come up, the minimum was $6,000. And they cut me $1,000. They only give me $5,000. That was a joke. But that's what it was, And you want to be in the big league and you take whatever, because you think you can do better in the time, and then, that happened. But, we're not making no money. We have to play winter ball. We used to make more money in the winter. We used to play in the big league. Yeah. And that's a crazy thing, but and that's why we used to go play winter ball. A lot of guys played it. Willie May, Clemente, Cepeda, Gibson. A lot of ones in big league go play winter ball. Even in Cuba, a lot of good players too.
Louis, there's one thing that a lot of people that are listening in might not know about, and that's that you were coach yourself of course in the minors you coached a little bit, but you also coached a college team. Savannah, and I think we have one of your players on with us. Buddy, are you on there? Can he talk? Can you let him talk?
He can unmute.
Is he unmuted? Yeah.
If he's here, he could unmute.
Okay. I don't know if he's here anymore. He had called in, but I was just struck by the fact that the guys that played for you, oh, there he is. No, that's not him. The guys who played for you at the Savannah College of Art and Design, which they just spoke so highly of you, and I believe Louis Jr. was a coach down there with you.
Yeah.
And maybe Danny helped out too. And it was they talked about how you taught them baseball, but you also taught them about life and how to respect each other and how to have fun and how not to think of the game as life and death, and just life lessons that I interviewed these guys, 30 years after they played for you, and they still spoke of you as being such a huge part of their lives. only wish the Red Sox had you coaching for them in the 80s like they should have.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you know, talk about what I say. You have to be good to people. I have a kid. I have my kid. I never abuse my kid. I never do anything wrong. I don't want nobody abusing my kid or do anything. Why am I going to do that to other kids? I don't think it's right. You know, and whatever I said to my kid and whatever I treat my kid, I treat everybody kid. I don't care, because that's the way it should be. You know, and I'm not trying to tell them that baseball is great. I played for too many years. It's great, but you have to have education. Number one, you have to have education. And I tell you why. Because when I was over there, okay, in Savannah College, the president take me there. And I tell you, that was great man. And he have a lot of respect for me. He know what I did. See, and he used to play basketball. He used to like basketball. We have a Russell in there. He signed Russell too. And,
right, Casey Russell? Yeah.
Yeah, and every time he talked to me, all the time, you know, we talk, and he take me out for dinner. He buy a place in South Carolina, over the bridge over there, a big piece of land. I don't know how many acres, because he used to like horses, race horses. Used to like, he wanted me to go with him all the time. Let's go, come on, go over there. Man. Then one day, I go, and then he said, look, you see this place here? The piece of land here, I'm going to build in my house. And then we keep going. And then he showed me some other land. He said, this is for you.
Wow.
That's it for you. You do what you want to do with that. You want to build in a house here? That's for you. You know. And he was great to me. You know, he take care of me. Even I have some mistake the players make, okay? Because like I say, I don't let my kids they respect me. I don't want to let nobody else kids they respect me. I don't care who you do. I don't care who you are. I don't care who your father is. No man different to me. I bring you to the college. And one thing I used to tell him, forget about you. Forget about where you're coming from. You are here in the school. You have to respect the school. You have to go, when we go out, you have to respect. You have to make in the school looking good. There are people watching us, okay? And I sit down with the players. I sit down. We're going in the plane. We taking plane. Nobody else take. I think all the coaches they say anything. Okay. One thing I don't like it. This is what I told him. I told my kid, and I told him every kid. You have to stay in the school and get your piece of paper. Because when you get your piece of paper, I'm telling you now, you get your piece of paper. When you talk to people, and people have a college education, blah, 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 and they know you have your college education, they don't mess with you because they think you might be smarter than he does, smarter than there. See, and they're not messing with you. But when they know you don't be in college, see, they put you down. Okay, and that's what those coaches do to me over there. They have a parties. They never invite me to the parties. My office, you get in, stay, you go right there, first floor, and my office is right there in the right side. When you go through, you have to see me there. They have it. They go lunch. They don't invite me. You know, and that's what I look at. I say, what's the matter with these people? You know, one day we have a meeting because the wife of the president have a meeting with all the coaches because they want to upgrade in the program. You know, looking at the guy can do better things, do more things, and they asked me. She asked me. I said, no. You guys should get together, do things together, talking about it, do this, do that. and I'm raising my hand. And I said, do you know my? She said, I can't speak. She said, oh, yeah. And my son went to me, Luis. And I forget about it. I said to her, I said to the coach, I said, look, I don't gonna do anything with any of these people here. Because you know what? They have a party, they get together, they never invite me for anything. Okay? See, that means they discriminate me. See, I don't know because I don't have a calling education, whatever, but I'm telling them, and I'm telling all of them. I say, you know what? The more I think you guys should be ashamed of yourself because I don't have a college education, but in this country, people know me better than you are. And wherever I go, somebody know me, and nobody know any of you. All right, I don't know what is your problem. You should be embarrassed. I don't speak English that well. I'm not born in this country, but I do more things for this country than you all together. Because I don't know what is your problem. I don't need you for anything. You can go together, do your thing together. I do with my son, with my family, my kid, and that's it. I don't have to be around you guys. And that's what I do. You know what? Everybody putting a sip in the mouth. Nobody say, oh, nobody say that because I'm telling the truth. You know, and I told to the kid, I go watching. I used to get out. I don't think it's the money what you do that. I used to get out of my house 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I go to the dorm, all right, and go watching the kid, all right. Darken the door. Coach, what you doing here? I just check, you know. Where is your roomie? Where is your roomie? Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, he's sleeping. That's okay. Wake him up, tell him I'm here. I told him. I said, you pay him and bring him here. If he's not here, you're lying to me. Tomorrow, when I take you to the park, and I'm gonna run you down like you even thinking you lie. How much you want to run? Okay? Because don't lie to me. You told me the truth. I respect you, but don't do that to me. No, he's not here, you know. That's okay. Well, you telling him when he coming, I don't care what time he coming tonight, to call me. If he not call me, he gonna get double. And I tell you, next day we're going to park and we'll make it running to, I mean, they sometimes they even can walk in the morning. I'm not afraid because I don't want somebody to hurt, I don't want to hurt them. But I told him, you're not messing with me. You know, I'm nice to you because you respect me. You guys not supposed to be in bars and things. Some they get a fire in the bar, and couple of times and get beat out. Somebody beat out one of them, you know. And I said, what are you doing here? You come here to go to college, graduate from college, play baseball. That's what you come here. You know, you have to do. You have to do it. And you know, and I tell you now, after that many years, I don't see them. That he called me, he called my son. How's dad? Thank you, my dad. How you doing? You know, because they understand where I'm coming from, what I want to do with it. You know, and I don't want to take a pride out of anything. I just, the way it is, the way it should be. And like I said, I got family too. I don't want nobody abusing my family. And they have some, I faced some problem with some of the parents. And then later on, the president told me, I know you. But they calling the president too. They wanted the president fire me, okay? And they was wrong, not me, okay? And the president told me, look, don't even worry about it. I know you. I know what kind of person you are. I don't worry about these people. Let it call me, let it do what it want. You don't go nowhere. You stay here. I might get him out of here. That's what they told me. You know. And then when they found out, because the kid told the parent what they did it, then they called me. I'm sorry, coach. You know, they told me what happened. I said, yeah, you should you should asking that before you telling me what you told me, because you they respect me. And women's a man, fathers a mother, and sisters. They call me in the phone, they call me everything. Okay? And then I told him, I said, I don't want to hear from you people no more. You know, I'm gonna keep in your song because I don't want to lose in the grade or anything, but I don't have nothing to do with you people. Don't call me again, don't talk to me again, and I don't want to see, you know. And I was right, they were wrong. And they found out, and they want to fish him out everything. To me, I don't like a hypocrite people. You don't do that thing to people, you know. You first, you find out what's going on before you're going to get in somebody and telling all this. I mean, the thing they tell me in the phone, and they call me at 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? And cuss me out. I mean, so bad. They call me, you know, the word, you know, the A and the F. I mean, everything. They call me whatever you can hear. They call me unbelievable. I say, you guys no good. You know, I can't believe it. You still have people like this in this country. You guys stink. You have no guy, no class. Okay, don't call me again. I hang the phone. You know. And then later on, they found out I was right and they were wrong. You know, and that's an example. I tell you, I like it. I have a good time with the kid. I have a good time over there in the college. You know, and they treat me good. The president especially treat me beautiful. I mean, like I was his son. I mean, he take care of me, whatever I need, anything, my family, you know. And I don't have too much bad to say about him because that was good to me. So some of the people, and you know what is funny, because you used to tell me, you know, they have a parties across the street. They have a big park, and then they used to have a party in there. And the coaches and stuff, and some people come. He talking to me, okay? He was talking to me. He's coming, hi President, how you doing? I ain't even looking at him. He keep talking to me. And I said, President, what's the matter? You don't like it? I said, Coach, I've been here too long. And I don't want a hypocrite people in my life. See, they're trying to be nice to me and how you do and then that. I don't like that. See, I like you. That's why I stay with you. I'm talking to you. I keep talking to you. I call you. I'm looking for you. But these people, they're funny. That's why he said to me. And,
Hey, Saul.
Yeah.
no?
Mr.
That's why you know, like I said, all those years I've been here, I have some tough time. I'm not going to tell you everything was flower, you know, rose. No. I have some tough time, but hey, what are you calling? I'm going over those things. You know, I'm taking the best I can have it, the best I can use in my life, the way I can do things for my family, for myself, and I know how I not complain.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, we just lost your vision. We just lost your video.
yeah.
There you go.
Somebody-
There you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Is-
Somebody told me, you know, I don't know. I mean, God been good to me. That's the thing I care about. Okay, I don't care about. And I tell you one thing. You talk to people, and people say, "Oh, everybody like you." I said, "Look, you know, it's great. If somebody like me, why not? Man, I like everybody. I don't care who you are, what you are. But if some people don't like me, who cares? I mean, I don't live with them. I don't eat with them. They don't support me. You know, I don't care who like me or not. Just don't they respect me. That's the number one thing I said to everybody. And that's what I teach my kids. Respect to be respect. You know, and I really don't care. You know, and people like you, hey, good for you. That's great. That's a good feeling. Like the Defiance in Boston, wherever I go here, Connecticut, Rhode Island, aquí, everywhere I go in the Northeast, even in New York, you know.
Yeah, I think Louis, you're the one guy who played for the Yankees and came back to Boston and didn't get booed. I'm a little worried about the time, and because our book is from Havana and then back to Havana, it'd be great to share a little story about what it was like to go back to Cuba after 46 years, and to be with family that you hadn't seen in 46 years, and you know, it must have been, you know,
I want to go. I want to see my country before I die. You know, because I see a lot of my friends dies away and never can come back. Some don't want to come back. Some want it, but they don't want it because Castro was there and everything. You know, and I was asked God everything. Please let me go back to my country. Let me see my country, the family. After that, you want to take me away? Fine. I don't care. But please let me go. And that happened. I gotta make it happen, you know. And you know, I don't know if you see the documentary, the lady in Miami. Okay, I go see her before I go. That day I go early there, and then I go from there to the airport. And then she told me, she said, "Your family know you're gonna go?" I said, "I don't know. I'm not telling. I don't call nobody. I don't know what they are." Then she said, "Well, let me tell you something. You might be surprised. No, they're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be there. You're gonna see them. But the one that really gonna be surprised, you're gonna be you." You know, I said, "Why?" I said, "Well, you're gonna see. When you get there, you're gonna see it different. What you see when you left, forget about it." And it was true. I get to the airport and everything, you know. And I don't know, when I get in the plane, when I start see the line, you know, I look in the window, you know, and I start shaking. You know, my body shaking. I said, "What's the matter?" I don't know, because I see my country again. And we landing, and then they want to take a movie when I get out of the plane. And they're not ready. The soldiers and they say, no, you can do that here. Then they're going down, and they go to the back, climb, and they don't bother me. They don't bother anyone. They're not even, you know, what do you call it, open the bag or anything. I know everything. I got one army guy there with 2 German shepherds, big German shepherds. He coming next to me, and he said, "Sir," he think I was American, you know, "Sir, I can see your passport." I said, "Yeah." I showed the passport. I said, "Okay, yeah." And he go, he don't say nothing, you know. And then we wait for the bag, and we take in the bag. And some of the bag don't come, and we have to come back 3 days after. Then when we get out, we go in the bus, we go to Pinar del Rio. It's about Tony Oliva live. It's about 5 hours from what I used to live. And you know, you see the city, how they are, what they see, you know. And then I start crying, you know, because I never expect I'm gonna see my country that way. You know, when I left, or what I see when I get and see that, you know, I start crying and see how people being tough and the way it is. And then we play in Pinar del Rio, and we come back and we go to where I born, you know, the house where I born, everything. And then I even recognize the house. I go by 1 block, because I see 2 buildings in there, and I know it was there. I think we go past. I even recognize. Then we come back, and yeah, we pass. Then we go to the place. Then I get out. We go inside. See one guy in there. He used to play with me, and the dog waiting for me, I guess. I don't know what he do, but he was over there.
Yeah, that guy
And
was
he
tough.
jumped,
Yeah.
he jumping all over. Yeah, but he was a good player. We were good friends. So he cussed me out and do everything. I said, what's the matter with you? What's your problem? And I leave him alone. You know, and then he grabbed me and he come inside and show some people. And most of the people living there at that time, they're not living in there when I was there. They're new people. From there, when I go see my aunt, you know, forget it. When I go see my aunt, no more fun. No bad. The way they're living, don't have anything. I mean, I asked him I want a coffee. Do you want coffee? They don't have it. You know, I can't drink no coffee. I had to give you some money and go get coffee next day when I come back. You know, and it was sad. It's sad for me. And I guess only Cuban, they go back. You know, it's different, completely different. We think you see you Cuban when you grow up, there no exist anymore. You know.
Yeah.
It was a tough thing to see for me, and you know, but at least I lucky I come back and see. You know, and then I come back again when Obama was there.
With President Obama, yeah.
Through the first speech in the game, I'm meeting Obama, meeting his wife, and Raul was there next to him.
Right.
He get out, see Obama get out, he get out and checking my hand too. And, hi, how are you? How are you doing? And Obama too, Obama funny. How you doing, man? What's happening? Laughing with him. Then the wife coming, you know, the wife coming. How you doing, Mr. Tiant? How are you? You know everything. You know, and, then I get out of there. Then next day we come back home, come back to Tampa. You know, we only stay there for 2 days. You know, man, crazy.
But it must have been amazing when you had to shake Raul Castro's hand after what his brother did to you and so many thousands of other Cubans.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been incredible. But you said you did it for your country, right? You did it for both your countries. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, what the problem with that was, you know, he's the president of the country. So I tell you what, I don't want to check in the hand anything. You know, I don't want to check in the hand, but I don't want to check in the hand, but what are you going to do? You're not going to go before the war, because if everybody in the war see that, you're not going to go over there and you're going to check in your hand and you don't want to check in the hand. You don't want to respect the president of the country, you like him or not. You know? And I even know he was there because he was so small. And you see, I'm looking from the bottom up, I don't see he was there. And, you know, I have to check in the hand, not because I want to check in the hand.
Yep.
You know, I meet the brother, I meet Raul before, because he used to come into the ball games when I played over there the last year, 61. He used to come into the clubhouse and meet everybody. You know, I used to like
baseball. Fidel did. Yeah.
Yeah. But I never met Raul. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, I don't want to disrespect him because when I tell you he can get out of the country, what are you gonna do? You know?
Right. Bill, how are we doing on time?
We should probably wrap it up. There's one of the other participants here, Jeffrey McConnell, had a story that I think Louis might enjoy hearing. So Jeffrey, if you could unmute and just briefly tell your story, I think it could be interesting.
Hi, Mr. Tiant. How are you? It's nice to meet you.
Me too. How you doing, my friend?
Good. My wife is from Cuba. She is from Las Tunas.
Las Tunas, yes, sir.
Yeah, and her grandfather played baseball in the 50s, and we went back to see him back in Las Tunas. You know, we flew into Havana, and that's a long drive from Havana to Las Tunas.
Yes, sir.
But I showed them both your documentary, and her grandfather absolutely loved it, and it made my wife cry.
Oh, wow. You got to get him the book. We'll mail you a book.
Yeah. But it's a great story. It's an honor to meet you. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time.
The book was good. It's good. It's two books. I mean, they have almost everything I've gone through when I started and I finished, you know, and I think it's so writing down pretty good, you know. It makes a good story about it. And everything is true. Nothing you say, oh, he died. No. Everything you see in the book is true. What I had to go through. And that's the reason I want to do, because before I heard people, oh, you're lucky you play baseball. You know, you're lucky. You know, this is what it was. That's what I got them to do. And I take advantage of that. I don't know to play. You know, I had to go through a lot of stuff. You know, and that's everything is in the book. You know, the book is good. You know, and I think the kids should read that book, because they can help their mind. They can help how thinking, open the mind, and thinking about all the people, what other people go through. You know, just what the picture. Somebody want to put them in the face. Everything is okay. No. Everything not okay. I think that we have to come in together more. You know, we have to start together, because I think God making us to be close. You don't have to kissing anybody, but at least you have to respect other people. You know, and I think we're losing a lot of respect for each other. And that's wrong. You know, we have to come back and be like a United States. You know, no matter what happens, no matter the COVID or whatever we're going through, we're still the best country in the world. Okay? And then we have to keep it that way. And we do things what we do, that's not going to happen. You know, and I see too many. I don't want to talking about discrimination and this and that. I'm tired of that. I can see that. I'm going through that. You know, that's enough of it. I don't raise my teaching my kids and that thing. I don't care, like I said before, I don't care who like me or not. Just don't get in my face. Just do your thing. No, just do your thing and let me do my thing. I would be happy. I don't care.
I think we can all take a lesson from that. We all need to just get along.
No.
You do your thing.
But we have to learn it. We have to learn in life. I think we hard hit. We be one way, and that's the way you want to be. No, we are hard hit. We have to learn it about the other people, what the other people do, other people, how they do things, how they behave. We have to learn all of them. That's how you get to know people, and that's how you like the other people. You know, and we have to understand one thing, okay? I can use all your organs, and I can live with your organs, and you can live with mine. And you see the sample of Rockaroo,
Right.
living with a white boy kid, 22 years old. He died in an accident, a football player. His mother gave the heart to him and the liver. And he's living because of a kid, okay? Because the time she decided to do that, Carew only have, I think, 2 more weeks with the machine he got him in. In 2 weeks, he don't find out he passed away, okay? And he still lives, you know, and that's the same we have to understand it. I don't care what color you are, how much money you got, where you coming from, what language you speak. Because I tell you what, you can have $1 billion, $1 trillion in the bank, and you be next to me, and you have a heart attack. See, I don't be there, you die. Like a dog. I think the money you have is not going to do nothing to you. That's what we have to thinking, but we don't want to think in those ways. We want to think, hey, well, I got what I have a tough time to do it, to make. No, we can help each other, you know, and I think that's what life should be. I think we should be good to each other. Like I said, you don't have to kiss nobody out. I don't like everybody. You know, why everybody should like me? but I know they respect nobody. And that's the way I've been all my life, and that's the way I teach my kids. You have to respect. And my father used to tell me the same thing. Like I said to them, the last thing you can do in your life is dirty your name. When you do that, you finish. You're no good no more. You know, and that's the one thing I work careful all my life. You know, my kids, same way. They've been good. They've been good kids. They do the thing. And we make a mistake here and there because nobody's perfect, you know. But you have to see what you do. And I think you come into the age, you know what is good, you know what is bad. Because you take it two sides. You can have a both. Or you good or you bad. You can be in the middle. You're no good, you know. And that's the thing I do my thing. I try to be the best way I can be with you.
Yep.
You like it, fine. You don't like it, fine. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna make people like me, you know. And I mean, life is we have to understand one thing. Life is too short. Okay, God give you a blessing to be in this world. Your mom and dad, God, and we have to take advantage of that because we don't know when he's gonna come back and knock on your door. Hey, let's go. You better be ready, enjoying life before that happens, okay? We're not looking that way sometimes. They're crazy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You know, I think you have to be your way. You have to do things you want to do. As long as you don't hurt nobody, yeah. Live your life, enjoying it every moment you have.
Well, thanks, Louis. I mean, that to me, that's a perfect way to stop. I want to thank everybody for hanging in there when we had the trouble at the start. Thanks, Danny, for helping out, and Jacob. And thanks, Bill, for hosting. And honestly, we just scratched the surface. Louis, there are so many amazing stories in the book. You got to get the book. Watch the documentary, too, The Lost Son of Havana. Louis, we'll have to have you back to another SABR meeting.
Okay, my friend, no problem.
We'll get a better reception next time. All right. Hang in there, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Danny. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Danny.
Go Dodgers. Go Rays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's winning? I don't know.
Don't tell me. No, we don't want to know.
Oh, no. People are taping the game. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye,
Thank you.
guys.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you
Thanks,
soon, Louis.
thanks, Saul.
All right. Bye, guys.
Tomorrow.
Thanks for everything. Thanks, Jacob. I'll stay on for Bill. All right.